Welcome, everybody. We are doing the reveal for all of the knockout round stages for all the countries that had at least 7 participants sign up, played in the seeding rounds this weekend. We'll be going through exactly what the format looks like for each individual nation, including revealing the auto qualifiers that got to advance a round, their first round through the tournament. I'm here to answer questions for you. Anything you got, happy to answer. So let's get it started. This is the Canada plan. So there will be 3 rounds in Canada. There's 14 players that showed up for seeding. The first round will have 8 auto advances. So 8 players will not play in the quarterfinals. The remaining 6 will play in one group. The top 4 in that group will advance to the semifinals, where we'll have 2 groups of 6, with the top 3 advancing into a finals of 6. So for Canada, we've got 14 that played in the seeding round. 8 get an auto advance to the semifinals. 6 will play in the quarterfinals. The top 4 out of that 6 will advance to play in the semifinals. These scores show your seeding for that round. We will seed the bracket based off of that for the Canadian quarterfinals and then semifinals. So if you're Canadian and you participate in the seeding round, your name's not on here, you will be in that one group playing in the Canadian quarterfinals. Yeah, a lot of auto advances. Your score's wrong, Trunk? Why do you say that? I have 43 down. Is that wrong? Oh. I don't know. I'll have to look again. I have it down as 43. Doesn't matter either way. So 8 auto advances, and then one group playing in the quarterfinals for Canada. If you have more questions on that, feel free to ask them as we go. But for now, I'm going to jump into Netherlands for Johan, since it's so late there. See what the Netherlands qualifying is going to look like. 16 participants showed up, so there'll be 4 auto advances, 3 rounds. So the Netherlands will also have a quarterfinals, a semifinals, and a finals. The quarterfinals will have 2 groups of 6, and we'll have 8 advancers. So the top 4 in each group for the quarterfinals will advance, as well as these 4 auto advances. That'll make up your 12 for the semifinals. So if your name is not up here, which Johan's name is up here, so he gets the bye through the quarterfinals to the semifinals for Netherlands. So again, it'll work 2 groups of 6 for the quarterfinals, and then 2 groups of 6 for the semifinals with these auto advancers. The top 3 in each group for the semifinals will move on to the finals, and that finals will be 2 national teams for the Netherlands. So everyone that makes it to finals will be on the national team. Johan just has to finish top 3 in one round to make one of the Netherlands national teams. Any questions on Netherlands, Johan? All right, JJ bro with the raid, let's go. Truth Powers, it's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos. Well, that's a good point. Oh, everyone is saying this. Literally, everyone's copying the Spud Tacos song in the raid. This seems like it was coordinated somehow. I can't help but imagine this was planned in some way. What's up, JJ bro? Thanks for the raid. Appreciate you. We are going through the formats for qualifying for each of the nations that will have multiple qualifying rounds. All of the nations that had at least 7 sign up. Hey, thanks for the follow, Truth Powers. We just went through Netherlands. Any Netherlands questions out there, or we'll move on and you guys can ask them as we go. Next up in qualifying, we will go through England. England had 22 show up for qualifying, so they will have 0 auto advances. They will play in 4 first-round groups, which is 24 slots for 22 people, so we'll use a couple of slots for potential waiting list participants that can jump into the England qualifiers. There will be 4 first-round groups in their quarterfinals. The top 3 in each group will move on. JJ is a meanie. Yeah, he crushes casual new players. That does sound like JJ. You're about to see what his score was in the first round here in a second. So in England, 4 first-round groups, top 3 advance to 2 semifinal groups, which will go into 1 finals. There will be 2 England national teams. So if you make the England finals, you'll be either England 1 or England 2 based off your finish in finals. So you just got to get through 2 rounds. Everybody in England plays in the quarterfinals, and we will have 2 slots left for potential waiting list players. All right, next on to Germany, the most scrutinized and complained about one. We've got German qualifying. 11 showed up, kind of. So we will have 2 first-round groups. They will play as semifinals. There will be no auto advancers in Germany. So they'll have 6 groups with 1 waiting list spot. They will need to fill the waiting list spot in Germany in order to get 2 national teams for the finals. So we'll see if they can get them advanced. We will work on building that waiting list prior to that point. So 2 first-round groups. The top 3 in each group will advance and play in the finals, which is a 6th player. If only 11 Germans show up, yeah, Germans and English got no auto advances, sorry. If only 11 show up, then the top 3 in each group will advance, and they will play a finals where only 1 German national team will be decided by the top 3 in that finals. So that is the German setup, and then the most complicated one is the USA, which had a crazy 74 players show up for the seeding round, which is awesome. So the way it'll work is this. There'll be 21 auto advances, which are all 14 group winners actually get an auto advance, and then the top 7 second place winners or second place players from qualifying also get an auto advance. So if your name's on this list, you get to skip round 1 of USA qualifying, which starts this week. The schedule just got posted for the round 1 qualifying games. Yeah, so there's still options for people to join Johan if they'll just fill out the late sign-up. We will get them added to the waiting list. JJ Bruh, you've got the auto advance. JJ Bruh scores the 2nd highest score in the seeding round. I don't know if you guys saw that coming. So in a pretty good spot. JJ Bruh gets automatically through round 1 this week. Won't play till next week in round 2. So big win for JJ Bruh, getting 40 points there. So in the US, there will be 9 first-round groups. Again, they're already posted. Yeah, you're ranked number 2, JJ Bruh. That is correct. Yes. He actually scored lower than you guys, but this is the US. The US scoring. JJ Bruh is ranked 2nd in the US. Trump did allegedly score more than you, JJ Bruh. He would like that to be clear. So 9 first-round groups in the US. That's 27 players that will come out of those groups to add to the 21 auto advancers to give us our 48 players for round 2. So the US will have a round 1, a round 2, quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. If you don't have an auto advance, you've got to finish in the top 3 5 weeks in a row to win a spot on the national team, although there will be 3 U.S. national teams based off the number that came to seeding. So there will also be a consolation final to decide the 2nd or the 3rd U.S. national team. You guys got any questions on U.S. qualifying? The schedule just got posted for round 1. It is on the website under U.S. qualifying. The rest of the tournament formats will be posted online probably by the end of the night for the other 4 nations. But the U.S. Schedule is up. Some of those games are just over 48 hours away. So make sure you check out your game, see who you're playing, so you know what's going on. I'm here to answer any questions you got. We can go back through any of these 5 nations. If your nation only has quarterfinals like Johan or England, all of England, then, or Canada, all 3 of those. So Netherlands, England, and Canada start with quarterfinals. That quarterfinal round is not until May 22nd through May 28th. So you've got a couple of weeks to focus on your FFA games. It was built that way on purpose so that people could focus on the first 2 rounds of FFA. So you don't have a game until, or match until May 22nd through May 28th. make sure you get your availability in by 0 UTC on May 22nd for that week. So if that's your quarterfinal, that's then. For the Germans who start in the semifinals, they won't start until May 29th through June 4th. So make sure if you're German, you get your availability in by May 29th, and we'll try to build up that waiting list and fill that extra slot, especially in the German qualifying, so that you guys get your second team for the tournament, for the World Cup finals. Other questions you guys got? What maps will auto-advance players so I know it's a practice? Yeah, so you don't get an extra week of practice, but round 2 settings will be coming out tonight. So you'll get to know your round 2 settings the same time as everybody else. You guys will, I guess, technically get an extra week of practice because they're practicing their round 1 games. But you won't get, Johan, you won't get your map for a while because you are auto-advanced to the Netherlands semifinals. So those won't come out until a week before those games. Let me tell you when that map will come, when those settings come out. So the Netherlands semifinals, all semifinals are May 29th through June 4th. So on May 22nd, the settings will come out for the semifinals. You'll have a week before that week to practice. It'll probably be mostly Iceland, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, Andre, we got a long way to go. Me too. I'm right there with you. Did you see your groups are posted online? We will post in the tournament announcements on the Discord right after this that the schedule's ready to go. Yeah, Trunk, it's going to be completely Iceland from here on out. Fix 70 in Iceland with as many bots as possible. That's definitely the plan. I'm here hanging out for a few more minutes. Feel free to send any questions you have. I get about 1 million questions every 5 minutes, I think, so this is a chance for you guys to ask live. Get whatever question you want answered. I'm seeing if I have any in my Discord that may help the group hear the answers to. No, XC Dude asked if Charles Barkley was going to be here for the announcement, and the answer is maybe. I got asked if all the games are on YouTube. All the matches from the seeding round are posted on YouTube at Mitch on Risk. You can go check them out on YouTube. Obviously, other streamers like JJ Bra has his full game, so go check him out through those content creators. They're posting them also in the Discord channel, so feel free to check them out there. If you are watching this and you want to play in the tournament and have not signed up, you can still sign up and get into the waiting list. Okay, and true random. Yeah, maybe we'll just add in some true randoms. My name is Joey. Hi, hello, Joey. How many players per quarterfinal? So it depends on which nation. Which nation, Sly Master? I feel like I know which nation you are, but I can't remember. It should be a single-player game with 5 bots, and if you're eliminated before your first turn, you get disqualified. Sly Master Canada, yeah. Let's look at Canada real quick. So the way Canada will work is there's only one group that's playing in quarterfinals. So if your name's not up here, you're playing in quarterfinals. And that means that's one group of 6 players, and the top 4 in that group advance on. So we'll have 8 auto advances, and then 4 from that group to make your 12 for semifinals. Let me know if that answers what you're asking. Yeah, so Arco and Kilted will be in that group. That is correct. Are you guys worried about that? But the top 4 get through out of that group, so they just have to finish in the top 4. Again, the schedule is fully posted on the website, on the front page. The semis are May 29th through June 4th. Arco played well besides blundering in game 2. Yeah, he didn't have the best opportunities in those games. I would agree. He missed the kill in Iceland, right? Didn't go for the 70 when he could. Other questions you guys got? Now's your chance. I'm happy to answer them live. The rest of the games will be Iceland 70. No, just messing around, Andre. We will not have Iceland 70 again. The settings for round one will be out, or for round two will be out tonight. Round one settings have been out for a week already, so you can check those out. If you go to riskworldcup.com and click settings, you can see the settings for these upcoming games this week. The only thing that will match every week is it'll always be a 70 progressive, followed by a 70 fixed, followed by a World Dom progressive. The top four are guaranteed in the six to represent the Netherlands, where we still have a chance to get knocked out before the final six is chosen. Let's look at Netherlands here. Okay, so there'll be two first-round groups of 12. The top four from each group advance. So then there'll be two semifinals, 6 players in each semifinal. So you'll be in one of those semifinal groups. You'll have to get in the top 3 of that semifinal to make it to finals. As long as you make it to finals, you'll be on one of the national teams. So not the top 4 guaranteed to represent. These 4 only got an advance to semifinals. So you'll be part of the 2 6-player groups in semifinals. Yeah, you bet, Andre. Makes sense. Yeah, you're just getting through one round, not all the way to finals. Other questions you guys got? Here to help with whatever you guys are wondering. I know you guys got questions. If you haven't signed up yet, you can still sign up. Go to riskworldcup.com. There's a big green button on the front page. Click the late sign up button, and we will let you know. Make sure you join the Discord server. I'm going to put the Discord server link in the chat here. Because this is the easiest way to get info. But you can go to riskworldcup.com, click the green button, do the late sign up, and we can at least get you on the waiting list. If you're in the U.S., we'll get you on the waiting list for the U.S. But for some nations, you may be able to jump onto the national team if they don't have all their players. So if you're from a nation other than one of these 5, you may get to jump right on the team. Ben, here you go. This is the Netherlands here. So you got one of the 4 auto advances. So there will be a quarterfinal round with 2 groups of 12 for the Netherlands. The top 4 in each of those groups will move on to the semifinals. So those 8 plus the 4 auto advancers will play in 2 groups of 6 for the semifinals, with the top 3 in each group moving on to finals. Oh, what's up? Johan, so you did make a... That's cool. They are actually PSDs. They're Photoshop files. So I'm going to post them in the content creator chat, a link to what you guys can grab whatever you want. I'm happy for you to make them in whatever format you want. They are PSDs at this point. But I'm going to post everything in there because I would love for you guys to steal and use everything you'd like. Which players don't have all their marbles, GKite? Are we talking about England again? Yeah, Ben, you get the free week off, and then you'll be in there in semifinals. As long as you get in the top 3 in your semifinals, you'll make one of the 2 Dutch national teams. Yeah, the English, you got it for sure. English get no auto advancers, so we're gonna get four quarterfinals for the English. Should be fun with that. Any other questions you guys got? Here for a few more minutes. I'm happy to answer anything. We've got the Discord link in the chat. I'll pin it. So feel free to jump into the server, and if you are still wanting to sign up, you can still sign up late, and if there's a spot, we'll get you in, or we'll put you on the waiting list so that you can be notified if a spot opens up. When can I put in my time preferences? Okay, so for whatever round you're playing in, it'll be the 0 UTC of that Monday of that week. So we're talking, I think you're playing in the quarterfinals or semifinals? So basically, look at the website. Whatever round you're playing in, go to the round before, or whatever round you're playing in, go to that first day mentioned. So if you're playing in the quarterfinals, May 22nd, the first day, you have to have it in before 0 UTC on May 22nd, so we can get your schedule put together. For some of these countries that are like in semifinals, we will probably work with you as a group to try to get your time set up because we're dealing with such a small group of people to try to get times aligned that everyone can make. So put in your availability and we'll try to start from that, and then we'll probably contact you guys to get them all scheduled. You responded to my email. Very good. Are you on the, you went to the England waiting list, right, GK? That was what you were wanting to sign up for? Hey, thanks, Johan. Glad you're having a good time. The semis. Okay, so riskworldcup.com, the very front page, there's a schedule. To the left of the green button, or if you're on mobile, it's, I think, on top before you get to the green button. But it says national qualifiers, and it has all the dates, and then it has World Cup finals, and it has all the dates by round. So riskworldcup.com, the very front page, is where you'll see the round schedule. Okay, so yeah, we'll have 2 spots in England, so I will be able to put you in one of those groups, so you should be fine. Do I have a job, Mitch? Yeah, JJ bro, thank you for asking. I run a real estate company. Yeah, I own a real estate company. It must seem like I don't because of how much time I've spent with the Risk World Cup, so that's fair. It's challenging, you know, it's challenging. Balancing it all is tough. Boosted Boot says that was a no. A lot of people think being a realtor is not a real job. That's fair. I have gotten that before. Yeah, it's been pretty nuts, JJ, bro. I don't know, trying to kind of prove what could be done with this, but obviously we would need someone with like a full-time period to do it. I know, I stream, but you stream during the day. I'm streaming at weird times. Last question, since we have 2 teams for the Dutch, are they filled based on classification? Yes, exactly. So in your guys' finals for the Dutch, the finisher 1 through 3 will be on Ned 1. Finisher 4 through 6 will be Ned 2 for the World Cup finals. So it'll be based off of your finishes in that final round. And a suggestion for the stream commentary, when you had guest speakers, might be handy to have a list of who's speaking. Yeah, I did think about that after. I thought about just maybe putting on like a VC overlay. I'm not sure. I may do that in the future. Do a VC overlay with it. What other questions you guys got? I got a few more minutes, about 4 more minutes here to answer anything you got. We will, I did post in the announcements in Discord just some information about this and the moving forward in the tournament. We will pick some featured games. We won't necessarily be streaming every game. There will be 9 games this week, or 9 matches this week for the U.S. They're all scheduled on the website, so if you guys want to go see what time those U.S. matches are this week, they're on the website under USA Qualifiers. Then as we get to your guys' rounds for the other nations, we will post those schedules on the website also. Any other questions? My question's for JJ Brett. JJ Brett, do you have a job? riskworldcup.com. What's your job, JJ Bro? If you don't mind me asking. Here's the website for you, GK. You drove a forklift to Costco, wow. But you must work weird hours because you're usually streaming like during the day. You work very early. Gotcha. Yeah, because I usually see like a notification that you're streaming it like in the middle of the day. Oh, like 4? And then you just stay up that whole time? That's a pretty wild schedule, too. I don't know how you do that. Any other questions out there? Are we all happy and everyone knows everything they need to know? And do you guys have any recommendations for who to send you to on a raid so we can keep it going? Yeah, you're pushing to leave that job? Yeah. That makes sense. C. Carter, you guys think we should go to Chad? Can you guys explain to him all of the rules of the tournament? Because he was asking me about it and then said he was going to watch this and then is not watching this, so. Any other questions before we raid? Last chance. He's here! That's so funny. Wow, what a multitasker. That's funny that I called you out and you were actually here. I'm impressed. I guess, are you okay with us rating you then? Cool. Let's raid Chad then. Oh, you're about to end your stream? Do you have a recommendation of who we should raid? You were gonna raid me? Yeah, you got a big team money, thank you. Houdini? Let's raid Houdini. Yeah, sounds good. We'll raid Houdini. I am gonna post this recording on YouTube so that you guys can check it out. And then I'll post these graphics in the Discord right after this, so you guys have access to it, as well as the settings. The settings will come out tonight. In about an hour, they come out on the website. So check out the settings for the next round. Thanks, everybody. Let's go raid Houdini.